For my consultation service learning project, I used multiple different consultation strategies to better engage families in IEP meetings. I participated in an IEP meeting at my school and realized the importance of family involvement in a student's IEP. My consultation strategies focus on what schools can do to support family involvement. It is extremely important to use simple language during an IEP meeting and even before the IEP meeting occurs. The language that we use during the IEP meeting can actually intimidate some parents who are native and non-native English-speaking parents. Parents may feel like they don't have a proper hold on the situation and can lose interest. We can help parents by using language that is parent-friendly and encourages their participation in every aspect. One very important way to involve parents in IEP meetings is to make sure that the IEP letter is clear. Before we send out the IEP letter, we should call the parent and ask them what day and time works best to meet with them and their schedule. We should then follow up with a call that allows the parents to know that a letter will be coming in the mail shortly. We should make sure that parents have transportation to the meeting, and if not, make sure that we do arrange some things so parents can make it to the meeting. Diving into the actual IEP meeting itself, data, placements, and assessment scores can be very overwhelming and confusing to parents. It is important that we offer understandable communication and academic language that supplies different ways to ensure this information. We need to make sure that there is either a translator or an interpreter at the meeting if the parents are non-native English speakers. There is also going to be a factor of disagreement and conflict during IEP meetings. There is always going to be opportunity for disagreement, and it is important that everyone at the meeting keeps in mind of the child and their specific interests and preferences. Either having the child present at the IEP meeting or a photo can help keep the team focused on the goal of the student. According to Westland's PowerPoint on parents and IEP meetings, the best way to resolve conflict is through informal problem solving. Give each team member enough time to verbalize their opinion. Keep the tone of the conversation as positive as possible and be ready to support your opinion with data or informal records. Parents' opinions on their child are not to be dismissed. Parents can give teachers an understanding of what the child is like in the home environment, and parents have home experiences and knowledge that we don't get to see on a daily basis. This type of open-mindedness communication can strengthen the bond and trust between the parents and the school, which ultimately will create success for the child inside the classroom and outside the classroom. From the article Engaging Families at the Secondary Level by Chris Ferguson and Victory Rodriguez, they state, including students' families in the planning and implementation stages, educators can broaden the scope of the work and increase the resources available to the school and its students. In these more inclusive involvement efforts, the school takes responsibility for providing a balanced program while also ensuring that parents become engaged in ways that are meaningful to them and as their home or work life permit. They also found that although family involvement as a single factor in improved student performance may have little significance, when it is combined with support from teachers, a sense of belonging by students, and meaningful family involvement, there can be significant impact on the educational experience of the child. After going through this IEP meeting, I was able to actually sit down with my clinical teacher and digest. I then thought of the idea of creating a brochure that could be given to teachers and staff members on how to increase family involvement in IEP meetings. I believe that this brochure could be given to all teachers, staff members, and other personnel so that they are able to understand the importance of family involvement in a student and their IEP. I believe that sometimes there are things that pop up such as language barriers or the excuse of not having enough time to reach out to parents, which can actually lead to a lack of trust and lack of involvement that is necessary for the child's success. I believe that this brochure will be extremely beneficial to everyone involved. 2 consultation skills that I were able to use were 1, a classroom-focused consultation skill of effective teaming strategies. I was able to gain my own data and inferences about the importance of family involvement, and then I was able to turn to my team and actually sit down with a few other team members and discuss this implementation of family involvement in IEP meetings as a whole. The second consultation skill that I used was the effective strategies for communication. I was able to communicate clearly with my clinical teacher, and also I was able to sit down with the parent who was in the IEP meeting that I participated in. This allowed clear communication and allowed me to really open up my mind to the importance of what the home life experience and parent experiences can bring to the table. I learned so much through this experience of being in the actual IEP meeting and then being able to take my own learning from that experience into understanding why family involvement is so important in IEP meetings. I will continue to advocate for the students and their families in regards to IEPs. I will carry this brochure with me into my future education pathway and continue to express the importance of family involvement and parent involvement in IEP meetings. Through all of this, I hope to empower students through their education. Thank you.